All right, let's ride. We're gonna do this a little different, right? We're gonna tap into Chicago. We're gonna go with Lil Durk right now. We're gonna get into the federal pressure, psychology, street code betrayal, and lonely reality when the same people who you stood beside become the people the government leans on first to testify against you. Listen to this. You're gonna get a real unique twist out of this because this is how we do it over here at the Mecca. So let me just begin so that you understand what I'm dealing with. All right. All right, so this is where we at, right? We talking about Lil Durk. The feds don't rush nothing. I want you to understand that. They hunt breaking points. Do you know what a breaking point is? Let me tell y'all something real, right? The feds don't move like the streets. The streets get emotional. The feds get organized. The streets react. The feds document. The streets want a response tonight, now, ASAP. The feds want a conviction 10 years from now. That's the difference. They don't have to chase you. They don't have to argue with you. They don't have to prove nothing to the block. They just watch, they listen, they track, they stack those charges. They let you think you're getting away with them. They let you think phones are safe. They let you think the money's clean. They let you think the crew is solid. They let you think everybody around you is built the same as you, tough as Teflon. But while you're moving like it's a celebration, they're building it like a funeral for your freedom. And when they finally come, the door kick is not just the beginning. That's the government telling you, we already wrote the story. Now, we just need somebody close to you to read it out loud. And that's when they look for the breaking points for the weakest link, AKA someone to testify or cooperate. The jewel in that is the feds don't just build cases, they build pressure until someone close to you becomes the door they walk through. Now, let me ask you all a controversial question because you have to answer these in order to keep it in the algorithm so everybody get a chance to see this. Do people really get away with the streets? Or do the feds just let them keep moving until the whole crew becomes evidence? Everybody with you until the papers drop. Once that indictment drop, now you know who's with you. Now, this is where the street code gets tested. Everybody with you when the money coming in. Everybody with you when the shows are packed. Everybody's with you when the cars are outside lined up with the fanciest rims. Everybody's with you when the jewelry is shining and bling blinging. Everybody's with you when the cameras are rolling. Everybody's with you when the wrist feels like lyrics. But when the indictment comes, that's when the music stops. That's when the room changes. That's when brother becomes co-defendant. That's when day ones become government witnesses. That's when I never fold become, what are they offering? That's the dark reality. You never think your own people would take the stand. You never think the same person who ate with you, rode with you, laughed with you, and called you family might one day sit in court, point across the room, and help the government bury you by saying, there he is, the one I'm pointing at. That's my brother. Take his life and spare mine. Take him away from his family and return me to mine, they say. That's not a movie. That's federal court. And it happens when pressure gets heavier than loyalty. So that's what we're going to have to weigh out: loyalty and pressure. Street love feels real until federal time makes every man measure your freedom against his own. The controversial question that we need an answer to in the comment is loyalty. Is loyalty real if it disappears the moment somebody gets a chance to save themselves? The feds find the weakest link first. Always remember that. The feds don't usually start with the strongest man. They start with the weakest link. They look for the person with the most to fear, the person with the most to lose, the person with the most kids, the person with no money for a lawyer, the person already scared, the person who talks too much, the person who was close enough to know something but low enough to feel disposable. That's who they press first. They don't have to break the whole crew at once. They just need one crack, one scared man, one nervous phone call, one mother crying, one child asking, when are you coming home? One lawyer saying, they got you bad. One prosecutor saying, help yourself. The boat is sinking. That's how it starts. They break the bottom. Then they climb the chain. They get the driver, the caller, the lookout, the middleman, money man, the shooter, the organizer. Name after name, statement after statement, until the pressure starts climbing towards the person they really want. And right now, that's Lil Durk. So they're applying pressure behind the scenes that you're not gonna see until it comes out in the paperwork. That's why we always say wait till the paperwork comes out. The feds don't always attack the top first. They crack the bottom, then use the pieces to build a ladder. Now answer this question right here. When you see my hand up, that means that when you scroll back to rewind the question, you see my left hand up. That means that that's where the question is at. When pressure hits the weakest link, is that person still wrong for breaking? Or was the whole structure already built to fall? Everybody has a breaking point. Do you agree with me or not? Put it in the comments. Do you believe everyone has a breaking point? And the number on the screen work, I use the number. But remember also, just like the Instagram's on the screen, the Cash App is on the screen. When you hit it, hit the icon and make sure it say it was created in 2020. Now listen close. Everybody has a breaking point. I don't care how tough they talk. I don't care how many tattoos they got. I don't care how much street respect they carry. I don't care how many people fear them outside. Everybody got something. For one man, it's his mother. For another man, it's his father. Another man, it's his daughter. And another man, it's his son. And another man, it's his wife. And another man, it's his sister. And another man, it's never seeing daylight again. The feds know that. They study that. They don't just study what you did. They study what you love. They study who can hurt you without touching you. They study who can make your voice shake. They study who makes you human. Because the strongest street image still has a soft place somewhere. And once they find that soft place, they press it. Not with fists, with paperwork, with fear, with time, with bond denials, with frozen money, with family pressure, with co-defendants moving funny, with the thought that somebody already talked. That's the mental war. Welcome to the mental war. You see how you get these jewels? Make sure you hit the like button and put a comment in there and give me a hype if you like this. That's how we're going to get this out to the people. That's how you do your part over here at Unique Mecca Audio. Now, the jewel in that is the government doesn't have to break your body when they can squeeze the people and the fears attached to your heart of them harming your breaking point. Now, controversial question, I like to throw that in there. Would most people stay solid for themselves, but break if the pressure touch their mother or their child? And do you think they have a right or a reason to now break and tell on their comrade because it's interfering their mother, their child that have nothing to do with the game? Huh? I want to hear what you got to say about that. And if you want to make a whole video about that, that might scare the crap out of you. But for now, sit back and enjoy the ride. The structure of federal pressure. This is how the pressure comes. First, they gather phones, cars, money, messages, locations, travels, videos, witnesses. Then they organize. They build a timeline. They build a chart. They connect names. They connect calls. They connect moves. They connect money. Then they strike. Early morning. Usually 4 in the morning. While you're sleeping, you're comfortable. The door hits. Everybody's shocked. Everybody's confused. But they not confused. They already know why they came. Then comes the next stage, the separation, right? Let's talk about the separation. Everybody in different cells. Everybody with different lawyers, everybody hearing different numbers, everybody wondering who said what. Then comes the squeeze. They show one man the evidence. They show another man the sentence exposure. How much time he's looking at? You're looking at 80 years, young man. They show another man his text message. They show another man his call logs. They show another man the pictures. They show another man his future disappearing. Then comes the offer. Help yourself. The boat is sinking. That's the phrase that changes everything. Because once one man helps himself, everybody else has to wonder, did he help himself with my name? By turning me in? And the jewel to that is federal pressure is not random. It is a structured system designed to separate, scare, squeeze, and turn people into weapons against each other. And remember, finger up, question, answer. What breaks a crew first? The evidence, the fear, or the suspicion that somebody already made a deal? The friend who takes the stand. Let's talk about your homie, your homie that takes the stand. That's what we're gonna talk about now. This is the part that cuts deep. You're sitting in court, you're already stressed, you're already tired, you're already fighting for your life. Then they call a name, and it ain't a stranger, it's somebody you know, somebody you fed, someone you trusted, someone you protected, someone who smiled in your face, someone who said, I got you. I got your back no matter what. Where's the Draco? Let's go slide. Now they walking to the stand. Now they raising their hand. Now they swearing to tell the truth. Now they're looking everywhere except in your eyes. That's a different pain. Because the sentence hurts, the indictment hurts, the cell hurts, but betrayal hits where prison can't touch. Because now you got to sit there and realize the person you trusted became part of the government's case. So that's what Lil Durk is getting ready to go through right now, being the top of the indictment. So don't say I didn't tell you it here first. A unique Mecca audio. Make sure you hit the like button, give me a hype. You know what I mean? Do all that. Let's keep it moving and share the video if you want this word to get out. The hardest witness is not always the one with the most evidence. Sometimes it's the one who used to call you family. Now, controversial question to that, right? Question, stop, answer. What hurts worse in federal court? The years they threaten you with, or seeing somebody you loved help them give you those years and decades, and even letters meaning life? When the top has nowhere to point, right? Because Lil Durk ain't got nowhere to point. Now, when they believe you're the top, the pressure gets colder because everybody under you might have someone to give up. But who do they think you can give up? That's the lonely trap. The higher they place you, the fewer exits they believe you deserve. Now, the government doesn't just want your people, they want your image broken. They want your silence questioned. They want your confidence shaken. They want your family worried. They want your money drained. They want your co-defendants nervous. They want you wondering, who already sat down? Who already talked? Who already traded my name for years off their time? That's the psychological pressure. That's not street beef. That's not internet drama. That's a man sitting alone while everybody's connected to him becomes a possible door for the government. And when you're at the top, your door opens upwards. The jewel in that is, the top of the chain looks powerful outside, but in the federal court, it can become the place where everybody's fear points. And the controversial question, left hand up question, is being the boss really power? Or does it just make you the name everybody can trade when the pressure comes? The phone already talked, right? You know the phone talks. You know the phone's gonna give you up. You ain't got a chance with a phone in your hand. You ain't got a chance with a phone in your life, just so that you understand where I'm at, right? Another thing the youth better understand. Sometimes the first witness is not a human being, it's the phone. The phone don't care about code. The phone don't care about friendship. The phone don't care about loyalty. The phone don't care who fed who. The phone don't care who loved who. The phone don't remember locations, text messages. This is all the phone remembers. Locations, text messages, call logs, deleted messages, screenshots, cameras, cloud backup, money apps, hotels, rental cars, rights. And after the phone talks, the feds sit your people down and say, we already know what happened. Now the person isn't creating the story. They're confirming the story that they pulled out of your phone. That's why this era is dangerous. People are still living by old street rules in a digital world that keeps receipts forever. The old street code was built for silence, but the new world is built on receipts. Controversial question. Are young people more afraid of snitches than the phones, the apps, and the cameras already telling on them? Now, this is the unique Mecca audio lesson, right? I gotta give you my lesson, man. I don't wanna make this too long because y'all be thinking I be talking too much. Here's the lesson. This is not about celebrating Lil Durk's situation. This is not about laughing at nobody's federal case. This is not about picking sides. This is about consequences. This is about the youth watching the image and missing the ending. They see the fame, they see the money, they see the jewelry, they see the crew, they see the respect, they see the stage, but they don't see the sealed indictment. Because I didn't see my sealed indictment come. Remember, I did 26 years in federal prison because they brought me a sealed indictment. And I got sentenced to life plus 2. I'm gonna remind y'all because a bunch of people just coming that don't know. So those that already know, you know, I'm not bragging, glorifying, and I'm trying to be repetitive, but I have to let the new people know in each video. They don't see the lawyer bills. They don't see the discovery. They don't see the holdover cell. They don't see the mother crying. They don't see the child confused. They don't see the co-defendant sitting in the room asking, how much time can I save off my time by giving you them? That's the part nobody sells in the music. That's the part nobody puts in the video. That's the part the streets hide. But I'm here to show it because the celebrity is not the story. The lesson is the story. And I'm using the celebrity's name to bring you the lesson of what the celebrity is going through. The jewel for this is the streets show you the highest reel, but federal court shows you the receipts, the betrayal, and the bill. And the controversial question, why do people chase the lifestyle when they already know the ending usually comes with a cell, a witness, or a funeral? Right? Been on here long enough. Got 20 minutes in, so let me just tap out real quick, right? So I'm gonna give you the final warning. This is the final warning, right? Because we're gonna take a ride to the final warning. So when I say the feds don't rush, I'm telling you something real. They wait, they watch, they stack, they separate. They find the weakest link, like I said. They break the bottom, they climb the chain. They turn fear into cooperation. They turn phones into witnesses. They turn friends into pressure points. They turn loyalty into a question. And by the time you realize the case is bigger than you thought, you're already sitting in a room where the street code has no authority. The judge doesn't care who you were outside. The prosecutor don't care who fed you. The paperwork don't care who loved you. And the years don't care how famous you are. To the youth watching this, listen to me. Do not confuse delay with victory. Do not confuse silence with safety. Do not confuse loyalty with immunity. Do not confuse fame with protection. Do not confuse the streets with power, because the streets are real, but the prison is realer. And the feds don't rush, they turn and hurt the breaking point. Now, let me give you the final jewel right before I tap out. The federal system doesn't have to be loud when fair time, paperwork, and betrayal can do the talking for it. The final controversial question, left hand up question. Is the real enemy the feds, the co-defendant, or the ego that made everyone believe the pressure would never reach them? Put in the comments and let me know what you think of that. And the number on the screen works. Make sure you cop the book of Raw in Harlem at rawinharlem.com. And remember, you have to hit the like button, respond to the comments, and, hype me and all that in order to get it out, because my content's a little too real for TV. So they playing the games. Now, again, I'm going to show you why I do this. All right, let's go. Where my man at?
Hey, what's going on, man? Murder Mook, Harlem, you know what it is, man. I just want to express how much gratitude I got for Unique. You know what I mean? I was telling him a story, telling him how I felt about, if anything was to go wrong with my career, rap-wise, if, should be slow, and I got so many opportunities to be able to do the wrong shit. When I watch Unique Mecca audio, I feel it, and I, to my soul, and that's keeping me farthest away from doing anything criminal. Anything criminal. He made me think straight, honestly. Made me think straight, because I've been watching him for about a year, a year now, maybe. And it just took my mind way off of that. From a year ago, it got rough. For a year ago,
Yeah.
and from watching this man, I just felt like, you saved me. You saved me. And I just want to show my gratitude, and I want to say thank you, man. Unique Mecca Audio, anything you need, brother, from me.
All right.
Anything you need, man.
All right. All right, so if anybody want to send a video like my brother Murder Mook just did, hold your phone sideways, not straight up. You could do one straight up, but I really need it like this so I could put it on the YouTube and play it and let the people see the people that I'm touching. I don't care the age, the race, the color, the creed, but just be respectable if you want to, you know, express what you have gotten from Unique Mecca Audio on video and be on my channel. Send me a video like this. I put it on my Instagram at Unique Mecca Audio. Follow me there too. It was above me, Cash App up there. Make sure you hit the icon on the Cash App and it says it was created in 2020. This is for Instagram if you want it on Instagram, and this is for if you want it on YouTube. That way you take up the whole screen. Like my brother Murder Mook did.
Murder Mook, Harlem.
All right.
You know what it is, man. I just want to express how much.
All right. Y'all got that? All right, so now let me tap out. Been here long enough. And don't forget, didn't I say cop the book of Rowan Hall at rowanhall.com? All right, so we done covered everything. Make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel at Juanita Mecca Audio and Real Boss TTTV. It's flashed on the ticker in the bottom. The number on the screen work. Send the videos to the number on the screen. If you have WhatsApp, you're out the country, you can send it on WhatsApp. Just put your name, what you want me to label you as, and I'll put your name across the video. All right, and then you can tell them what you have gotten from Unique Mecca Audio. All right.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend the air. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the